runs with him. Other times you'll empty out the backfield, spread it out, and see if everyone comes out and matches up. In any event, anytime you see man coverage, you tell your guys you got to win those matchups, because if you do, you'll get the football and probably for a nice game.
At the 41-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. The open man is sharp. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Ready? 60 or 57. Push him back. Push him back.
They run the counter. Taylor. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Out of the gun is Minshew. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
57. Mike, 57. Ready?
On 4th down, Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
And to give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
First down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Oklahoma City has the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
18 Gator. Check 26, check 26. Go on, go on. Check 49, check 49. Ready?
2nd and 13. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Switch, switch, switch. Bam. Rock it. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Begin.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st down, Taylor. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. Now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down.
We go. Hey, Charlie, 50, plant.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Catch made here by Campbell. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 19th touchdown now on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability, as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a give right side. It's Taylor. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run with Taylor. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, it's Taylor. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On the ready.
Mike 57. Watch the run. They're running it.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Taylor. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now pass there complete to Westbrook. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They'll run on first down. Taylor, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Now Taylor. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
26, Mike. 26
now.
Minshew throwing on third down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And he'll give it here to his running back. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and goal from the 1.
Stop your whining.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And his guys are going to retake the lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Crusaders 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken short. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line.
At their own 7-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figured from this spot you'd need a good 50. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Campbell making the catch. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and and through the air. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. No problem there on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, the first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
57's the mark.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. He completes it to Westbrook. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The give to Taylor. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Minshew. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off at the 28. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken short. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? And there'll be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
57's Mike. Let's go.
They'll throw now on the final play. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook.
Let's go, fellas.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Set, ready? 90, Wolf. Switch up, switch up. 40,
now this time he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ready?
Gonna give this time. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just arrow to kick it off. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And it's up the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down right around the 37. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
First and 10.
On first down, Taylor. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, it's Taylor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Now on 2nd and 13. Minshew. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
26, Mike. 26.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First down, Nighthawks.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. A big play there. 45 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point safely through, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken very short. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
We got to step it up.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Now Minshew. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. That one complete. He finds Sharp. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
On second down, it's Taylor, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's Taylor, and an alley to run. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run with Taylor. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. He's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it's second down.
70, Indy.
Man out, man out, man out, man out.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
It's a gain of 6.
Set. 18 gain.
Squeeze, double. 44 with the mic. 44.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off at his own 46. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is a season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. From the 40 now on second down. Minshew. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
You ready?
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 20-yard line.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And the kick here is good. So add 3 to the total, but they're still coming up well.